Welcome! In today's video, we're making a stew with sweet cabbage and meat, primarily for beginners. For those with more experience, it's a lunch suggestion for the week. Or maybe a way to prepare sweet cabbage in a different way than you normally do. Pour about 100 milliliters of oil into a pot just to cover the bottom. Let the oil heat up. While the oil heats up, chop one onion. Add the onion to the heated oil. Saute it for a few minutes over medium heat. Add a pinch of salt to the onion and continue to stir. After about 5 minutes, when the excess water from the onion has evaporated, add approximately 200 milliliters of water and let the onion cook until this water evaporates. Preferably, the onion should not be visible in the dish, so it is simmered further with water. This step is optional. While the onion is simmering, prepare the meat. You can use any red meat: pork, beef, lamb, goat. You can also use bacon and sausages, whether they are smoked or dry. Cut the meat into cubes, adjusting the amount based on the number of people you are cooking for. Here I have 800 grams of meat and I'm cooking for 5 people. To the fresh meat, I will also add some homemade dried meat. I won't add too much, just enough to season the cabbage a bit. When the onion is almost done, add the meat. And pour in about 400 milliliters of water. Let everything simmer and cook for a while. After about 5 minutes, check the amount of liquid. I see that more liquid is needed. Add between 400 and 500 milliliters of water. Leave it on medium heat to cook for about an hour. After nearly an hour, add the dried meat. And pour in 500 milliliters of hot water. Let everything continue to cook. Meanwhile, prepare the cabbage. Remove the root and any dried leaves. Remove any remaining impurities, or if there are any thicker pieces of root. Next, cut the cabbage into large pieces. If you cut the cabbage too small, it will fall apart during cooking, which is not ideal. The goal is for it to remain in pieces and retain some crunch. After cutting the cabbage, add it to the meat and onion. After adding the cabbage, pour in another 500 milliliters of water. I added 1 tablespoon of dried seasoning and 2 tablespoons of paprika. Season to taste. Add 1 small teaspoon of garlic powder. You can also add fresh garlic and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Adjust the pepper to your taste. You can also add parsley and bay leaf. Once the seasoning is added, cover it so the cabbage can steam and wilt. After about 5 minutes of cooking, stir so that the top part goes to the bottom with the seasonings. While stirring, check the amount of water. Add another 200 to 300 milliliters if needed and let it cook. Cook with less water initially, as it's much easier to add more water than to wait for it to evaporate. After 30 to 60 minutes, the cabbage should be cooked. Now, why 30 to 60 minutes? If you use young cabbage that is soft and flaky, it will need 30 minutes to cook. October cabbage, used for pickling, takes 45 to 50 minutes. And winter cabbage, which is hard and dense, needs over an hour. When the cabbage is nearly done, prepare the roux. I make a cold roux with 1 heaping tablespoon of flour and a little water. You can also make a fried roux. Oil, flour, and paprika. But I don't recommend it. After mixing everything, pour in a bit more water. Before adding the flour, turn off the heat. Adding it while the cabbage is boiling may create lumps. After mixing, leave it on low heat to simmer for another 10 minutes. If the dish is too thick, feel free to add more water. Let it simmer for another 10 minutes. The cabbage is done. It should look like this at the end. Chunks and pieces of meat, cabbage that hasn't fallen apart, and a nice creamy soup. Enjoy your meal.